Now, while Jesus was at Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, a woman came to him with an alabaster jar full of very costly ointment, and she poured it on his head as he sat at the table. But when the disciples saw it, they were angry. They said, "Why this waste? For this ointment could have been sold for a very large sum, and the money could have been given to the poor." But Jesus, who was aware of this, said to them, "Why do you trouble this woman? She has performed a good service for me. For you will always have the poor with you, but you will not always have me. By pouring this ointment on my body, she has prepared me for burial. Truly, I tell you, whenever the good news is proclaimed in the whole world, what she has done will be told in remembrance of her."
It was Wednesday. I heard he was coming to Bethany. People talk about stuff like that. People also talk when you open a bottle of perfume to anoint someone in a crowd. I learned that the hard way. In a few years, they may forget my name, but I bet they'll remember what I did. I am the woman who anointed Jesus, and it remains one of the moments in my life that I am most proud of. Jesus was at Simon's house. He often went there when he was in the city, and I knew that. We all knew that because we could see them packed in there. It's hard to miss 12 people packed in a room. So before the sun fell, I grabbed my jar of perfume, the only item of wealth that I have, and I walked to Simon's house. I had begged and saved for years to afford that bottle of perfume. It was my backup plan, my safety net for when I could no longer work. So I kept it hidden in the cupboard of my house. The whole way to Simon's house, I clutched that jar like a mother holding a baby, terrified it might slip from my hands too soon, and that I might lose the only gift I had to give, accidentally anointing the dirt at my feet instead of the man who had healed so many. It wasn't until I walked through the door and saw Jesus sitting there that I was able to release my grip. I had made it. I had my gift. And this was the moment. The smell was unbelievable. Sweet like milk and honey, but even stronger than fresh baked bread. I knew when I cracked the jar open, it would be overpowering. It would send people into the street, but I had to do it. People criticize me for wasting that perfume, but they don't know the whole story. They don't know what it meant to be seen and called by name. Jesus pulled me out of my own isolation. They had no idea the healing that Jesus offered me. And they probably could never understand what I could give or what I would give to do it all over again. How do you put a price tag on life? On a full, abundant life? I don't need everyone to understand. I just needed him to understand. He gave me the gift of new life. So in return, I gave him the one thing I had. Who is this man, you ask? He was grace embodied and love let loose. And I'll never be the same.